So today I'm going to show y'all how to put a doorknob in, and it's really pretty easy. You do it just like that. So we take the doorknob apart and we take the plunger and we're going to put it in. These plungers are adjustable, and so that your two different lengths of throw through here, basically. This will fit both style doors. We're going to put this in place. I don't ever put these screws in till I get the doorknob in place. That allows you some wiggle room. Make sure that on an exterior door you put the key on the outside. I've put them on wrong. I put bathroom doors on wrong where you could lock somebody in the bathroom before. So we're going to put the key on the outside, and you might be able to see from this side better. And push the plunger in and got it in there.
Line everything up.
And then it'll come with a package of bolts and screws. The two long ones with the guide on the end of them are usually the ones that bolt the doorknob together. And they're machine threaded instead of coarse threaded. They're fine threaded instead of coarse threaded. Usually more of a bolt instead of a screw. Look inside your doorknob here. You can see that this part goes right here. Now here's the tricky part. Trying to line up these bolts. See, there's two little stobs here, right there and there, and you've got to try to line all those up with those holes and get the screws into those stobs. Okay, we've got that one. Okay, now that we've got them started, we're going to take our screwdriver. We're going to kind of hold all this kind of in place where it goes, making sure we're kind of right on the hole on the door.
And that's a Phillips head.
Yep, it's Phillips screw. Just run it with a screwdriver. I don't like to use drills and impacts on putting doors together. It's too easy to tear something up. You can feel what's going on better. If something's in a bind or something's not quite going right, you can feel it better with the screwdriver. And you're less likely to strip the heads out and twist things off than you are with an impact or a drill.
Is it too high or something?
Yeah. Loosen them both back up.
So it didn't line up just right, and so he's loosening it up to try to get it lined back up good.
Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead. We've got it pretty well tight. And we're going to go ahead and put the screws in the door here. What did I do with them? There they are.
What's the matter? They're the wrong.
So these are wood threads all the way down, which might work. I don't know how thicker than that is, but see how this is wood thread and then a kind of a fine machine thread right there at the base.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what needs to be in there. So we're going to use the old screws that came out of there, because they're the right screws for a metal door. Okay, now we're going to tighten these down good. There we go. I think yep. Make sure the key works. Yep, it does. Make sure this other one works. There we go. Alright, we've got a working doorknob on there now. So there you go, that's how you put a doorknob on. Most doorknobs actually have instructions how to put a doorknob on. I always think it's funny when I open those up, but they've got, well, hello. They've always got some kind of little instruction, but it's pretty simple, pretty basic. Door pieces go together that way through the plunger. And make sure your plunger's on right. The slanted part always hits the door first. That way when it hits the door,
Door frame?
that's why when it hits it's actually the striker.
Okay.
When it hits the striker, it pushes it out, and then when it gets into the hole of the striker, it catches like that.
It pops back
If
out.
it was the other way around, if you were trying to pull your door
You
open like
wouldn't
this,
get
it wouldn't lock.
Be like it
and
was
you
locked.
couldn't get it to shut.
Yeah.
So make sure you've got that on right.
And your
Make sure your lock's on the right side of the doorknob.